We record it because so many people find this information so powerful. Okay, I think we are good to go. Welcome, everyone. My name is Rachel Garcia. I'm coming to you live from Jacksonville, Florida, where I live with my husband of 25 years and our two boys that are 15 and 18 years old. And I'm sharing some information with you that I believe could be extremely impactful in your life today, definitely in your future. That is what happened for our family. In 2008, I was first introduced to what you're about to hear tonight. At the time, I was practicing medicine full-time as a PA. And I was looking for time freedom. If I'm being really honest, like that's what I was looking for. I had reached the pinnacle of my career as a physician assistant. I was practicing medicine in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. I saw 60 plus patients a day. I wrote 200 prescriptions a day. I had two small children and they were calling our nanny mom. And my income that I made was so high that stopping work was not a possibility. And I'd also worked for, I went to school for 8.5 years and spent $100,000 on my education. So walking away from that was not something that was going to happen for us. So I was looking for additional ways to create income. How can I make money while I'm here in the operating room with my patients, cutting the cancers out? So I started thinking about things like vending machines, laundromats, car washes, none of which excited me. But I read the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, and it really made me realize like this was something that we needed to do. So we invested $100,000 in two different companies in 2008. We put $50,000 in a construction company. My husband graduated with a building construction degree from the University of Florida, and I opened a skincare retail store in Ponte Vedra Beach. And so now I had even less time. So now I'm finishing work at 7, still dictating my charts. Still haven't seen my kids since 7 a.m. and I'm having to close out the skincare retail store. And that's where I was when I watched what you guys are watching now. And I thought I was doing my brothers a favor. They called me up and said, hey, we've got this thing. We think you should take a look. We know you're really into nutrition. And I was really into nutrition, which is actually strange for a healthcare provider. But my nephew was diagnosed with severe autism in 2008. So this is my sister's son. And I sat with her as the physician told her, he will never speak. He will never have more than the mind of a 3-year-old. He will always be in diapers. And at the age of 3, he was still in diapers and he screamed all day long, no words. And that was really eye-opening for me. I wanted to know what autism was. Why did he have it? Was it genetic? Was it vaccinations? What was it? And I began to do an extensive amount of research. I have a master's degree in clinical medical sciences as a PA. And I learned through my research, nutrition is really important. And I had tried to kind of start getting a handle on that on my own. Have any of you ever tried to do that? I know so many people did during the pandemic, like trying to do your own research. You were becoming a Google warrior. I wasn't doing the Google thing because of my master's degree. I had access to special medical libraries and really was reading the clinical studies that had been published showing us the importance of nutrition. And we'd started an organic garden and I was buying all the best supplements. And we weren't really noticing any changes in anything really, but I knew through my research it was important. So when my brother said, hey, you've got to take a look at this, I was like, fine, I'll do you a favor and look at it. Little did I know that evening would change my life forever. And that's why I'm sharing this with you here tonight. I don't know who's watching this that's looking for time freedom. You have all the money in the world. You just don't have the time to do the things that you want to do. And I work with and interact with a lot of people who are at that stage in their life. They're at the pinnacle of their career. They make a lot of money in real estate. They make a lot of money training clients and working with people one-on-one, but they're out of time and they're realizing this is the highest I can ever get. Maybe that's why you're watching this tonight. I'm going to show you how in 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, you can create an additional income stream, a check that pays you weekly that can exponentially multiply over the next few years. And that's exactly what happened with us. Maybe you're looking at this because whoever invited you knows you're struggling with health issues or knows that you're really into making sure that you're giving your body, our number one irreplaceable asset, exactly what it needs so that it can heal itself. Maybe that's why you're listening to this tonight. You will not you will not be unhappy with what you're hearing because you won't find anything better than what we offer here with Live Pure. And maybe you're someone who just wants to impact other people's lives. As a PA, any of my friends that went into medicine, we went into medicine because we believed that we wanted to do something with our lives to help others. And I'm just going to tell you right now, medicine has changed drastically in the last 20 years. And I began to feel as a PA, seeing 60 to 70 patients a day, that I wasn't having quite the impact in people's lives that I had thought that I would. And through Live Pure, I have found a way to positively impact hundreds of thousands of lives. And so I don't know who this is for, but I'm going to show you very, very quickly and hopefully give you enough information about this company that you can make an educated decision about whether or not you're interested in learning more, getting questions answered, partnering with the person who shared this with you tonight. And I believe you'll know. I believe with all my heart that you'll know very quickly. And for some reason, I can't pull up what I want to pull up tonight, which is strange. So we'll dive into it in just a second. So I will tell you that the Cleanse, Balance, Build philosophy this company offers is really what attracted me to what we have here. And why is that? Well, because I knew from my nutrition training that getting the toxins out of your body is essential. And I knew that nobody was doing it. Like, people were not getting the toxins out of their body through what they were consuming and what they were eating on a regular basis. Okay. So I was trying to do that on my own. And I learned with my nephew's autism that it was necessary for everybody to do that, but it was very difficult for people to do. And what I found in this company is that they found a way, and we're using it in a clinical practice with patients for 30 years, teaching people how to get the toxins out of their body and pour the nutrition in. So I'm going to walk you through what that looks like here tonight. This is just some pictures of me as I was practicing medicine, my sister and I with our 2 small children. Her son is the same age as my son. This was me at my healthy stage of life when I really thought I knew everything there was to know about supplementation. And, you know, I've learned over the years that so many people really are struggling with their sleep, with their heartburn, with their joints, with their weight. And they're just like, no, I'm fine. I've got it. I'm good. And that was totally me. When I saw what the company offered, I said, give me everything they have. They were speaking about cleansing the toxins out, pouring the nutrition in, getting alkaline, and doing it in a 30-second routine every morning. I'm like, this is much easier than juicing. Give it all to me. And I wanted it for my boys. I wanted it for my sister and her son and my husband. And so we just got started. Now, mind you, I had no time, guys. I was working 12-hour days seeing patients and running the skincare store. 3 months after I got started with this company, this is what I looked like. And it was mind-blowing for everybody in my life. And I just didn't have time to tell them about it. They'd say, what are you doing to lose all this weight? I'd say, oh my gosh, I don't have time to talk about it. And I would send videos for people to watch. My husband also had a radical physical transformation, but this is not the big thing, the physical transformation. The guy on the left, my husband in his 30s, 10 years of marriage at this point, severe depression, severe anger issues. I would come home at night from 14 hours of work and didn't know who I was going to see that night. Was he going to be crying in the garage or angry and yelling? And 6 weeks later, guys, the depression and anger issues were gone. And I will tell you, it was marriage saving, but life changing in the sense that my children now have never seen their dad the way I did our first 10 years of marriage. They don't remember him that way, and they never will. That is life changing, how they will think of the dad for the rest of their lives. My nephew, Bo, started speaking 3 months after getting on this system, full sentences. It was like he'd been locked in a closet and all of a sudden the door was opened. Bo graduated from the same high school I graduated from just this past month. It was life changing. We even seen changes in our dogs, struggling with the ear issues and trying to do what the vet was telling me to do. And then finally I had an epiphany. So last month, I'm like, I have all the stuff that she needs. If my son had an ear problem, I know what I'd be giving him. I'd give it to my dog. All of a sudden, all the ear issues disappear. It's really crazy how quickly it works for people. And they offer a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. So as I told you, it started in a clinical practice. For 30 years was used in a clinical practice. And there was a 3-year waiting list for people to get in to that clinic. But they said, rather than buy shelf space in a Whole Foods supermarket, rather than pay for billboards or pay a marketing firm to buy ad space, they said, we're just going to pay a commission to the people who share it. And that's how this started. So my brother shared this with me. I said, I'm not telling anybody about this. I had no interest in sharing this until my nephew started speaking. And when my nephew started speaking, I said, shame on me. I felt an ethical obligation. I have to share this with others. So now, after 15 years of sharing this message and 20 years of practicing medicine, I believe with all my heart these three things are true. This is why I believe the majority of people struggle with disease and infection. Three things: we're toxic. We're drinking out of plastic water bottles. We're putting food in Tupperware containers and sticking it in a microwave. Our food is being sprayed by guys wearing suits like this, and we're eating it. The cancer rates are skyrocketing. It has to do with what we're eating, guys. We're being poisoned. We're out of balance. I always like to quote the book or speak about the book, The China Study, which is the largest human population study ever done, and how they talk about how acidic we are because we're eating more meat, dairy, sugar, soda, coffee, and bread than we are plants. Okay, so it's hard to get more plants in your body than you do anything else. I was trying to do it back in that picture when I looked so great. I was trying to do it. We make it easy to get more nutrition in your body in 30 seconds in the day than most people get in a week. We're totally undernourished. We're eating prepackaged fast food, packaged, pasteurized, processed food, and it's affecting our kids. The studies are showing it, that for over a decade, that we're having a lot of children that have these deficiencies in vitamins and minerals. Okay, so what are we doing? We're trying to supplement. Now, prior to the pandemic, educated Americans had pantries like this. I mean, it was like, no, we need to be supplementing. We're not getting what we need to get from our food supply. This has been documented for over a decade. Since the pandemic, everyone is supplementing. It's like, okay, I don't want to get the virus. What do I need to be taking? And so they're Google internet warriors, quercetin and vitamin C and vitamin D and selenium. And just so you guys know, when you're Googling, first things you pop up when you type in, what should I do for allergies? My Allegro's not working anymore. Pops up first. They've paid to get that ad space. Okay. So we have pantries full of capsules and bottles and liquids, and we don't take them consistently. We don't travel with them. We can't tell when we take them. We can't tell when we don't. And it doesn't work. So if you're taking supplements and you can't see in your blood work and you can't tell when you're taking it, when you're not, you probably should try switching, at least for 30 days. They offer a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. I went and had a blood work done 2 weeks ago, 48 years old, just turned 48. And the physician's like, well, you probably at this age have a deficiency in this. You have a deficiency in that. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to have a deficiency in anything. And I didn't. So why? Because I've been supplementing with high concentrated plant-based nutrition for 15 years now. And you can't eat your way out of this problem, guys. There's a lot of people who think they can. You cannot. Since 2010, we've known. In studies done in that time frame, you have to eat 8 oranges, 80 cups of spinach, 99 ears of corn, and 2 cups of wheat to get the same nutrition our grandparents got from one of each of those things. Even if you live on an organic farm like my mom does and only eats what she grows, you cannot get the nutrition in your body that you need. I mean, who can afford 80 cups of spinach anyways? So here's the answer that this whole company revolves around. We have to cleanse our bodies of the toxins. You have 7 eliminatory channels, guys: your lungs, your liver, your skin, your lymphatic system, kidneys, blood, and intestine. You've got to cleanse them out. It's like taking your car in for the oil change every 10,000 miles. And if you don't, the lights are going off, right? I took my Audi in for a servicing a couple months ago. It was $6,000. Okay. They didn't just do the oil change. And of course, when they do the oil change, they get all the old oil out and they put the new stuff in. Nobody drives off with the old oil taken out. They also don't put the new stuff in and leave the old sludge, nasty stuff behind. But I needed new brakes. I needed new tires. And I paid it because I need my car. But what's crazy is I'm going to have multiple cars throughout my adult life, throughout my life. I'm going to have multiple houses. A hailstorm went through Jacksonville a couple of years ago. Everybody got new roofs. If your air conditioning starts to go out, we just had a servicing on our air conditionings at the beach house we own. $6,000 for that. We just drop it without thinking about it. If your phone breaks, you're going to replace it. But this is your number one irreplaceable asset. And what you put in it matters. And it's worth it. And whatever's in your genetic pipeline, whatever your parents are currently struggling with, your grandparents, what they struggled with, dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, heart disease, strokes, blood pressure, diabetes, what is it? It's unfortunately coming down the genetic pipeline to hit you faster than it hit them. It'll hit your kids likely faster than it hits you because of the lack of movement, the increased sugar that they have access to now, the more time on the phone, sitting is the new smoking. But we can change that because we're going to cleanse the toxins out. We're going to balance out your pH by pouring in plant-based nutrition, and we're going to build your trillions of cells up that are screaming for live plant food. We're going to give it to them in 30 seconds in the morning. We have physicians joining us every week. We have a medical advisory panel made up of physicians who literally recommend the products in their practices because they've learned, like I have, prevention is better than prescription. Many of our products are in the physician's desk reference. So this is our starter package. We have over 50 products. They are amazing. We have a metabolic reset for those people who are over 40 and they just cannot lose weight like they used to. Typically, your metabolism is slowing down. We're going to pour in these core products, plus some fat burners and metabolism boosters. We have a sports line that people like Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte rave about. We have an amazing sports line. We have a skincare line straight from Korea that gives that glass skin appearance that we have. Social influencers who make millions of dollars selling makeup are now starting to promote our skincare because of how well it works. But I'm going to take all those distractions out and focus you in on the starter package. I want you to think of servicing your body for 30 days. Like I serviced my car, like we serviced our air conditioning units, you're going to service your body for 30 days. And it's less than $10 a day for 30 days to do that. And this is what typically happens. 6 things are extremely noticeable at the end of 30 days. Now, remember, the company offers a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, right? So these are the 7 products that make up this starter package. It's called the Core Plus. I'm not going to go into the products. Whoever invited you can send you a quick little video where I literally do go through what each of these products are and why they're so phenomenal. One of them is a cleanse that cleanses all those channels of elimination out. And sometimes people will say, well, can't you just give me one of the products? No, I cannot. I've been doing this 15 years. What I found is when somebody picks and chooses, give me the one that decreases inflammation. You know, I'm sick of taking Advil and Tylenol all day long, and I can see it in my lab work that it's causing problems. Now, we can't just give you one thing to decrease inflammation. Maybe you're so low in calcium and magnesium, you take the omega-3 product and you're not even absorbing it because you're so backed up with sludge. And you're also low in calcium and magnesium. So we're going to douse your body with everything it needs for 30 days. And you will see results. The average person in 30 days is sleeping better at the end of 30 days, has loads of energy, pain is reduced, their bowel habits improve. I could talk for 3 hours about bowel habit problems in the United States of America. And I'm talking all bowel habits improve. Whether we're dealing with Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, diverticulitis, constipation, IBS, leaky gut, you will love this. Your mood improves. Although you don't notice that, everyone around you does. And weight loss without trying. Now, I only lost 3 pounds my first month. The remaining 29 pounds came off over months 2 and 3. Okay. So if you're over 40 or you're on prescription medications, please strongly consider getting on the Core Complete. It's our other starter package. It includes these super fruits that have been used for thousands of years in the areas where they're grown. Things like goji, which is from the Himalayan mountains, huge for circulation, libido, mood. You struggle with reflux, bowel issues of any kind, you're going to want to add on the noni. These are wildly harvested, 1 ingredient products. And again, if you're over 40 or you're struggling with your health, I recommend the Core Complete because it's got everything in it. Okay. 30 days, 30-day servicing. Now, people say all the time, my kids won't take it. How do you do it? You can do shots or smoothies. These are my kids when they were little. They've actually been doing it since they were toddlers. Shots in the morning. Now one of them does a smoothie. The other one still does shots. And the changes in my children over the years are radical, especially when I see them compared to their classmates. Both of my boys are athletes. You have so much energy from these products. They work out in the gym every single day. They are literally asked every single day about workout tips and advice. If you have teenage boys who are looking to gain muscle, you will find nothing better out there than what we have. So the sports line, in addition to Core Complete, are things that my boys use every single day. So again, if you're looking for your children to grow muscles, it's a great place to start. We have a smoothie. I put everything in a smoothie in the morning and make it in less than 30 seconds and drink it on the way to the gym. We teach you how to consume the products. We teach you how to put it in things like Mila bars and protein balls. PureLifeChangers.com is a wealth of information. All of our medical doctors are educating on that page. There's information on the products as well as testimonies on that page. I encourage you, go spend a little time on there if you need to. Remember, I mentioned the Metabolic Reset earlier, a 6-week program that incorporates all of those core products, plus some metabolism boosters, some fat burners, and the results that we've seen in people in 6 weeks are really mind-boggling. We teach you how to eat. Probably the hardest part about it is eating every 3 hours, and we tell you exactly what to do. So the Metabolic Reset is a very popular starter place for people who are like, I need to make a change. I need to lose weight. I mentioned earlier our skincare straight from Korea, all natural, plant-based. The ingredients have the EWG rating, meaning it's all safe, which is really what Pure is known for with everything that we offer. High quality, high concentrated, safe ingredients. But I love that 95% of test subjects see improvement in 15 days. And we're seeing this over and over and over again to the tune of we are attracting social influencers who sell millions of dollars of makeup per year, and they're being attracted to our company and what we have because of our Korean skincare that gives that glass skin appearance. Some of you are watching on this site right now. Changing Lives with Pure is a page that we have put together that is full of testimonies from people just like you and me. You can use the little search box to type in headaches, and you'll pull up every headache testimony that's ever been posted. You can go to the media section and look at before and after pictures, and people post their lab results there. So if you have thyroid issues, you're going to want to make sure you're on our greens if you have thyroid issues, along with the Core Complete. If you have cholesterol issues or blood pressure issues, all of that, you can see what people have posted on this page. It's very, very powerful. So in the beginning, when I got started and I began to share this with others, as a PA, my goal was to help people with their health. That was my goal. But as time passed, I began to come across a common problem, which was this all sounds great, Rachel, but I can't afford $10 a day. $289 for 30 days. I can't afford that. Most people after the first month go forward with about 3 to 4 products a month of orders. That's literally like over 90% of people after that first month, when they start to run out, they reorder 2 to 3 products a month, about $130 to $140 a month of supplementation. By the way, your body deserves that. Like, you can either take care of your body now, or you can wait till you can't take care of it anymore and be fed the hospital food and whatever it is they're going to give you. Okay. So you're worth that. But I became so sick of hearing people say, I can't afford that. And my goals changed. See, I grew up in a family of 7 children. We literally lived on the verge of poverty. And my whole life I heard, we can't afford that. And I really want to say, you're 37 years old. When are you going to stop saying, I can't afford that? Do you have a plan to get out of that? Or is that just how you're going to live the rest of your life? You know, so my goal now is to help people lock in $10,000 a week. And I know some of you hear that and are like, what? That's a crazy number. Yeah, but people have done it on my team and I can help you do it. Will everybody do it? No. Most people don't have the work ethic. Most people aren't. Really, it's about consistency, 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Most people aren't willing to do that. Okay, but if you can, and if you can follow a system, well, very quickly, we can create a weekly check for you. And then that just grows over time. My first year, I made 6 figures doing just a little bit of work every day. And it replaced what I was making with my skincare store. And I spent 4 hours a night there. This was phone call every day. Hey, Beth, I know we haven't talked in a while. If I send you a video, will you watch it? I found something amazing. And Beth would start asking me questions. And I'd say, I'm just sending you a video. You'll know right away. You guys know already whether you're interested or not. I'm going to stay on and answer questions afterwards, but it's not about me convincing or your friend convincing you. It's either the right time in your life to make a change or it's not. So this is the future, by the way, guys. This company is 15 years old. Did you know that 2% of companies that start, all kinds of companies, 2% make it past the 5-year mark? We're past that. We're way past that. We are totally debt-free. We owe no debt to anyone. We are profitable every single month and increasing every single month. And the future is online sales and health and wellness, because everybody with a body at some point or another recognizes they should be taking care of themselves. So if you're ready to get started with a pack, just go to livepure.com and you can throw into the cart whatever you want. If you have a family, which I did when I got started, my husband, my sister, her son, my 2 sons, I got the family pack. I wanted to service all of our bodies for the best bang for my buck. I had no intention of telling anybody, but I got started with the family package. So if you have a family of 3 or more, you probably want to look at the family pack seriously, because the savings is so great with the packages that are put together. The Reset Plus is for 2 people to do a 6-week program. Core Complete, Sports Line, throw it in your pack. When you go to checkout, it's going to say, do you want to be a preferred customer? Yes, you do. It's 25% off. Like, it's like getting that Costco deal, or it's like, yeah, like the Costco deal. You're going to get the savings on the products without, or Amazon, without having to pay for that membership fee. So it's totally free with no obligation to purchase again. But over 90% of you will repurchase again. Brand partner, this is who you should be. If you're sitting here tonight and you're thinking, well, I don't know that I can afford $289. Or you're thinking of people that need to hear this, your mom, your sister, your neighbor, you feel like you're not having an impact in this world, and you want to make an impact on people's lives, you're looking for an additional stream of income, you're looking for time freedom, brand partner, it's $49. If you join with one of our business packages, the $49 is waived and your shipping is waived. And maybe you're like my friends, Kristen and Skip. Kristen was literally working out of the house over half of the year, totally missed out on her girls' elementary school and middle school lives, and walked away from that job 5 years ago and watched a presentation just like this. And her husband was watching with her, and he did business with one of our owners, Phil Knight, founder of the largest shoe company in the world. And he said, if Phil Knight is involved with this, I'm in. Kristen got involved. She started sharing the video with others and very, very quickly created a massive residual income stream. She was able to spend those 4 years of her girls' high school lives. One of them graduated last year, one of them graduated this year, and be very involved in their lives in a way that she was not able to do before because of her work travel. And so, yes, Phil Knight is one of our investors. They made $30,000 those first 9 weeks in the business just by inviting people to take a look. One of the people whose lives she changed was her friend Cozy, who earned over $32,000 her first 3 months in the business. Her husband had just died of cancer. She was raising their 4 kids by herself. Life-changing income for Cozy, inviting people to take a look at a video. David and Lindley earned $102,000 in their first 6 months. Does everybody do this? No, these are their unique stories. They plugged in. They invited people to take a look. They were consistently asking people to take a look and utilizing the system we have in place. We have a system in place. It's kind of like purchasing a franchise, but without having to go somewhere in the training. It's all online, step by step by step. We teach you exactly what to do. And I'll be honest, most people don't follow the system. Most people say, my sister was big in Mary Kay, I'm going to do what she did. They don't follow the system. They don't do it every day. They do it for 3 days, and then they don't do it for 3 months. And then they say, I don't know why I'm not making any money. This doesn't work. No, you don't work. You have to do something consistently every day. Josh and Ashley were in $30,000 of debt and went on to pay that off in the next 2 months. They now have 12 real estate properties that pay them passive income. Renters are in those properties because they were able to take their pure money and start buying real estate. And now they have multiple streams of income coming into their house every single week. How do you make money? Well, there's 2 ways. You can build a customer base, right? So we have people like my friends who sell millions of dollars of makeup online. They have loads of pure customers. They post about pooping. They post about their mood. They post about skincare online, and they have get customers like this. If you have 20 customers who order 3 products a month, you're going to make $1,000 a month in commissions. That's one of our pay plans, kind of like affiliate marketing, direct marketing. Maybe you've heard of that. You see the links on Amazon all the time with people selling things. That's that side. The other side is building teams. I started building teams because I didn't really know what else to do. We didn't have a customer program in the beginning. So what happened with me is my customers would be consuming consistently. And then like Miss Betty, who's 74, she couldn't walk to the mailbox, 74 on a fixed income, got the core complete. And before you know it, she's walking around the block twice a day. She's like, oh my gosh, not only can I walk to the mailbox, I'm walking around the block. I met Fred, Mr. Smith down the road, and he's in horrible knee pain and he's interested in the products. And I met Karen down the road who she can't remember her grandchildren's name and is struggling with memory. Do you think this could help them? And I'm like, yes, but Miss Betty, you need to be a brand partner. So she became a brand partner, calls me 2 weeks later and says, Rachel, I made a check. Like checks are coming into my bank account every week. And Fred canceled his knee surgery and Karen's remembering her kid's name. This is the best thing ever. And so they're one of my customers, became a brand partner. And so remember those vending machines I told you about? Imagine having 2 vending machines on I-10. You go to sleep at night, you wake up, and now you have 6. How is that? Well, Miss Betty was just sharing my video with people. I didn't even meet these people. She just shared the video with them, shared her link with them. They purchased while I was sleeping. That's how this works. You're only building 2 teams of people. You guys, you can create an endless income stream. If you end up finding 2 people who plug in and work with our leaders and want to build this thing, you're working your full-time job, you're seeing patients, you're working with kids, you're painting houses, but you found 2 people that have plugged in and want to work. This is what I do every day, all day. I partner with people who want to spread the news because people deserve to know that they don't have to be sick. I show this picture for 2 reasons. One, to hit the elephant in the room, and one, to help you understand you just need 2 people and timing matters. Let's say you were invited to this tonight, okay? And 20 other people were invited as well. If you're one of the first few people to join their team as a brand partner, so let's say Kara and Jen join the teams first, even if they do nothing with this for 6 months, Everybody else who joins tomorrow, next week, next month, joins your friend's team. They're going on Kara and Jen's team. And then when they start to tell people, Kara will benefit from the people Beth tell and the people Leah tell and the orders that Brenda placed. Kara's going to get emails. Congratulations, Beth just joined your team. Kara's going to be like, I didn't tell anybody. How is this happening? So you have to understand, whoever invited you only has 2 teams that they're building. The first few people that join them benefit from everyone else that comes in afterwards. It's like they're standing at the top of a ladder. Here's the elephant in the room. This looks like a pyramid. And I said, what do you mean by that? Where the people at the top make all the money. You mean like your job? You mean like my job? Where the doctor made the most money, and then the CFO, and then the doctors, and then the PAs, and then the nurses, and then the secretaries. Secretaries could never make as much as the CFO. You mean like that? There's only one CFO there. This is the opposite. See, I make more money than the people who told me, and the people who told them, and the people who told them. Why? Because of my work ethic. My nephew was in my house, and every day I was like, dude, if I can change one autistic family's life a year, it's worth me making a phone call every day. It was life-changing. And people would roll their eyes and, oh, it's this and oh, it's that. I'm like, whatever. All I know is Bo was nonverbal. We were told he would never speak. Sure entered our lives. Now he's not. Okay. That's all I know. I don't care what you're saying about what it is or isn't. That's what I know. That was 15 years ago. I've helped tens of thousands of people throw prescriptions in the trash since then. And every day more people are joining us and spreading the news. That's powerful. There's no cap to what you can make. I've watched companies come and go in this town of Jacksonville, Florida that I'm in. They're here. 3 years later, they're gone. They're here. They're promising the world. 3 years later, they're gone. We're not going anywhere. We change people's lives. And we're looking, obviously, for customers, but we're also looking for people who want to partner with us to spread the news. To be a brand partner, it's $49. Your monthly overhead is 3 products a month. It's about $120 a month. If you can't afford it, and you have an Aunt Betty who's a customer of yours because she loves our products, her orders as your customer will cover your monthly overhead. This made me think it wasn't real. My monthly overhead for my skincare store was thousands of dollars. My monthly overhead to keep the skincare store running, that's the rent, the employee salaries, the taxes, the insurance, all the stuff, okay, was more than my investment in this company. And I ate my investment in the company. My CPA is the one who said to me, this is a real business and it might be the best one you ever started. Because it was so cheap, I didn't think it was real. Then you go place your first order. You order whatever you want. If you're looking at the business, this is not the only option, but I recommend the family pack. It's $4,000 worth of our life-changing products that you want in your house for your family's health for $2,569, okay? But you're getting locked into the company's current summer promotions that pay you more for sharing this with others. You get on my VIP team with weekly Q&A calls, special leadership retreats, special opportunities to be trained by the 6- and 7-figure earners on my team. So if you're looking to really get that mentorship, you really want to look at that family package, okay? But you can start wherever you want to. There's just a lot of benefits to that VIP package, the VIP family package. The Reset Plus, remember that's for 2 people to do the 6-week program, includes the Core Plus packages, $14.99. The Core Complete with the Super Fruits is $414, and the Core Plus is $289, less than $10 a day for that 30-day servicing. You can't go wrong. Start wherever you want to start, okay? Now, how do you make your money back? We teach you. You don't tell anybody yet. In fact, my first request when people get started is please don't tell anybody. They're like, what? I'm not supposed to tell anybody? Not till I train you. We train you with online training if you drive every day, listen to it in the car. You're learning. We teach you how to invite people. And when people begin to get invited and they begin to watch, you cannot control their timing. You can't control where they are, but some of them will be looking for something just like this. And when 4 join with the same package you joined with, you're already in the positive cash flow. And there you plug them into me. I train them. Off we go. You're going to sleep. You're waking up in the morning. Your business is growing while you're sleeping. So livepure.com, guys. Throw what you want into the cart. Again, I recommend the family package. And you like to travel. These are my friends, Susan and Will. They were one of the first 3 couples that we helped to earn additional trips. We help people earn free trips. We have over 40 people going to Greece with us here in September. We've helped the people earn free checks. Some of the people earn weekly checks. Hundreds of people earn free trips. So if you like to travel, guys, on someone else's dime, there is nothing like it. These are my brothers and their beautiful wives. And we were in Grand Wailea, that movie with Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler. Like, we stayed there and they're like top oceanfront suites. We didn't pay for it. The company paid for it. Flew us there, first class, stayed in these hotels with my family members. Remember I told you we grew up in poverty? There's nothing like it. There's nowhere on earth that someone now, I have a master's degree, but I have family members who don't, who are earning money that doctors and lawyers used to make. They don't make that kind of money anymore, but that kind of money with graduate degrees and medical degrees. Where else can you do that? Nowhere I've looked. Not with the amount of money, the amount of time that you put into this. These are all the people we helped during the trip to Italy last year. And I'm about to blow up all the people who have earned the trip to Greece with us. And I can't wait to announce the trip that's next year, which will be announced in about a week. So reallifechangers.com, I can promise you this. If you don't make a change, nothing's going to change. And so if you have questions, stay on, get your questions answered. I'm here to help you decide if this is for you. I'm not going to talk you into it. That's not my strength. And I've learned over the years, if I talk someone into it, then they quit. You know, they go, oh, that girl just talked me into it. Like, I want you to know that this is what you want to do. But when people say I need more time to think about it, it's not usually time that people need to make an educated decision. It's usually that they have questions they need answered. And I'm the best one to answer the questions. So if you have questions, please stay on and get them answered. If you need to go pray about it, go pray about it. I'm live every Monday night at 8 o'clock. And in fact, this coming Saturday, I'm starting to do live presentations every single day for the next 3 weeks of July, because we have a goal to change thousands of lives in the next couple of weeks. And we will. So I see some questions coming in.